A whole bunch. And there's cliffs that rose up here and went back and stuff. And they seem to be way gone. I don't know if you know how cool it is that it's not blowing a million miles an hour here and that the sun was out, but it's a really cool. Nye Beach can be extremely windy. We have our first Carnelian Agate off Nye Beach in a very long time, and several others. Get a close up on that, but we are victorious. I don't even care. Good morning. We are in Newport, Oregon. Last night we went out and wandered around on Nye and sat by the foundations that crumbled into the ocean, which used to be a favorite spot. You know, castles made of sand fall in the sea eventually. I learned that here first. And yeah, it's gonna be a good day, people. We're gonna go out, look for some shiny rocks, explore around. You are invited with me. I'm glad that you're here, wherever you are in the world. Let's go look around Newport for a while. $7 day use sphere. We are out on the extremely beautiful Queen Head. Yeah. So that's well, there's gonna be Agate Beach and stretching all the way down to Nye Beach. And then if I zoom in for you here, you should be able to make out the bridge which spans the Newport Harbor. It's center frame way out there. And yeah, surfers out on the water. Yeah, we might go look some more over there, but first we're gonna explore around here. That's what 30 years switches up. Yeah, okay. Without much more babble, let's get on. Okay, a couple feet out of the car. Just looking at the gravel, because that's what I do. There's our first little agate for the day. Now these are going to be special agates to me because they're from home. Beautiful little town, beautiful day. Not a drop of wind. And if you don't know this area, that is incredible. This is a northern part of the world, and if you see these trees, they are bent like that because the wind is always blowing hard. And it's not today. There's not a gust of wind, and we have warm sunshine on my neck, and I'm in a thin sweater. That is very incredible. We're just exploring, see. Everything is just coming out. yeah, that is just a really incredible view. We need to go park over there and walk down. And hopefully not drop off here and die. That's definitely not the point. You want to really watch out for undercut cliffs and stuff when you come to California. It could be hollow all the way back to here, so you don't walk up to edges and stuff. This is actually the safe line. People die all the time from that type of thing. Yeah, incredible view. There is looking all the way down the Oregon coast. No clouds, no wind. Beautiful. Looking up. No clouds, no fog, no wind. Beautiful. Top of this entire plateau is horsetails. You see this in grass? There's a forest of them. They must thrive in the high silicate soils of the sand. I know that about them. That's part of their virtue, is they're a silicate absorbing creature. They probably mean that cliff there. How do we get down there? That stone has a lot of wear on it, doesn't it? Sitting way out here all by its lonesome. Can't imagine I'm the first person to be here. Shoop. Oh man, I hope this whole cliff face doesn't fall off. I'd be that guy. Well, we're gonna try a couple more tricks here. Okay, it's on. I went north. Oh, jeez. We're falling down. We're climbing down a cliff, and we can get to the bottom. Do some rockhounding. Welcome back. We're down on the beach and we're looking, just kind of scanning around, checking things out. There's lots of fossils and lots of everything. Lots of gray slate. We'll find something cool and I'll let you know. So the ranger came by and let me know that just the flat parts of this beach are okay for prospecting, but not the cliffs, just the flat parts. So ranger tracks. So you know I'm in a legit spot. Little bed of fossils in that one. Pretty cool. And there's just, it's a lot like below Santa Cruz, so just massive shell deposits and like a, light stone, sandstone. But what's cool is you can find agatized, where they've turned completely to agate, and so those are a rare good one. I think we've done a good thing. Very few footprints, very few people. Lots of rocks. Okay, so we went north. We went away from where all the signs were that said no collecting and all that type of stuff. And I see lots of rocks and no people. We're here in early spring. Oh, but we're into some beautiful stones already. Already what's here probably, oh, that's actually a huge agate right there. Yes, that is. Whole beach, nobody on it. But that's a big old agate. Good look. But yeah. We are away finally. So I will let you know what we start to see. These are all agate goodness. Thank you, Oregon. Okay. There is a little piece of green jasper. So you see all the jaspers I get, but I hardly ever get any green. So that's pretty cool. Different colors in these sands. The reds and the greens and the tans from the different layers that have washed out here and the different minerals that are mixed in. Oh wow, it has done just the most fantastic collage. I hope that camera's picking it up. That is freaking awesome. Wow. I love that. Lots of little specimen rocks around. This is super old school oyster. So just massive, probably actually semi-fossilized and then washed back up. Big old job. Ones like this that are mostly shell, and they still have their print on them. That's pretty cool. You could clean that out of there. This, basically an agate, super milky. But if you cut that, it would have crazy swirls, but probably white milky swirls. Here's the inside of a scallop. And then this is like a green and tan jasper creature. And then a green. No, jasper triangle. I think that polish up nice just because of its shape. The brightest red jaspers, you gotta love that. There's a variety on the beach. And this is got banding all through. It's actually really cool because it's a beautiful agate. Let me try and get that detail. It's got the finest lines all through there. They wrap around. They are all through it. You just wouldn't recognize it because of its color, but it's what it is. Totally milky. That's not translucent at all, but really fun in that way. These whole stretches, I mean, the 10,000 rocks I'm not showing you are all high silicate stuff. But yeah, wide variety. Huge amount of stuff. Whole long beaches. You be good. resentful fossils. It's like the battling of the tides, just like metal detecting when you're like waiting for it to go out. Oh, come back in. That's definitely one of the coolest things on this beach so far, is the way it makes these pebbles out of the fossil shells. It's pretty much a done job right there, you know? Right there. I'm in Lincoln County boy. There's my agate. It's good to be home. It's good to be home. That's all you really need to make a happy day. It's one shiny agate. Oh, I'm loving all the other rocks, but this is the color that comes from around here that I just can't get no matter how far I wander anywhere else. And the ones that I have are from decades and decades ago, so I feel welcomed back. That's awesome. This green jasper with the round botryoidal goobliness. Those are gooblies. Look at those gooblies. That's cute. Beautiful green. Beautiful green. There you go. Beautiful. Ain't no water. It's trying to sweep me away. I think this is good though, chasing the water down. And then it chase us back up. I remember this game. Red and yellow, absolute beautiful gem quality jaspers. We're gonna do a little load. This one's actually a jasp agate. We'll put all these into a little tumbler, and it'll be the Oregon Coast tumbler batch. With this one, oh yeah. That's a nice little agate. Look at that handful of goodness. Here's the greens. These back down. We got another little agate in here. Sea glass. Super thin little agate. Crevice. Absolute red jaspers and green jaspers. Just way cool. lots of this, basically it's grading into like a carnelian, a microsilicate that's, you know, gone orange. I'm wondering what it would look like all polished up. Different grades of it are definitely translucent. To a degree, I mean it's everywhere, but it's cool looking. That one's gonna get us. That one's got some cool little bands to it of way different colors. Nice translucent. And then this one, just that chunk of carnelian looking agate. Super fun, super fun. Go, Oregon. That's what it's about. Went down to get this little mermaid tear. Piece of sea glass, and then next to it's a little gray blue creature agate. These are some of my favorites, these darker colors. My dad actually carries a darker agate from this beach in his pocket since the day I was born. Well, not this beach. Beaches south of here. But from this land. That is some fun striped material. I don't care what it is. Looks a lot like petrified wood right there. I'm gonna go ahead and call it on that. And then next to it, a little agate. A little agate. Oh yeah. Slowing way down. Everybody's flying by. Just gotta slow way, way, way down. That is our most massive agate of the day. It's just laying here. I guess sometimes the dry is good too. Everybody came racing by me. I'm doing a springtime thing here, you know, so everybody's on their spring breaks. It alternates in California between schools. They don't all do it at one time because there's just way too many of us. So during this whole month, they're basically cutting loose crowds and crowds of people, and they're all rushing out together. That's awesome. Glad to see everybody out. I'm out too. I'm not in my state. But this is a huge old agate. It really is. Top end of that's totally translucent. These, and then so is the bottom end. But these have a rind sometimes on them. When you pop them in a tumbler, it takes the outside off and you can see all the crazy swirls. But that's a big old agate. That's awesome. Greenest of the green jaspers here. Let your eyes wander around and just find anything else beautiful, and while you're looking that close and appreciating everything, you'll find the other pretty stuff. Yeah, they kind of hide. They kind of have to hide. There's a lot of people out here looking for them. Ooh, that looks like a piece of something. But let's look at what we do know. This is another one of these. These are really deceptive out here. It's a black and blue chalcedony banded agate creature. And they just really blend in with the other rocks, and it's got a bit of a rind on it still. But it's another, it'll come out gray with blue water lines through it. And then this one, it's slight yellow staining. More agate. And then this one, which I'll really have to get down here, use some sea foam and clean it up. So many lines. That's what I was saying about this color of them, just really blends in. But they're worth it. They're worth it. That's awesome. This is pretty cool. It is just the inside of the scallop left, which is something that Newport was famous for at one point. And it's still just got the little divots in it, but it looks, you know, it's really cool. That's a fun one. It's almost dependent already. And then this, these weird patterns on one side. Flip it over, a bunch of little micro shells. That's just a fun little specimen, you know? I'm on a little hotbed of agates right here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. No, this full is a Carnelian. Thank you, Oregon. I love you too. I love you so much. It's happy with us. I'm happy with it. It's been a really good trip. That's gorgeous. Keep looking around, because they probably came out of the cliff or a creek and deposited in a load. So just hunker down and look around. You never know what could be found. Jumping out of my finger. Soaked me a few times. It keeps luring me out and out and out. But look at the carnelian shades that we're getting into now. That is just insane colors to me. The stripes in those. Wow. The Yep, and just coming out, squatting down, trying not to get hit by the water, being as far away from where other humans have hunted as possible, and then going for anything that glows. And it just seems like just the bare tips are sticking up. Like maybe their virtue, their weight, makes them sink lower than the other rocks because they are crystalline. But they're here. Oregon agates. Oregon agates. And being here as the tide goes out at the beginning of spring is a lot like being where the snow is melting and no one has had a chance to be yet. Ocean hunting is hard. There's so many that appear and disappear right before your eyes before you can grab them, or because the wave chases you off. Gosh, this one is so translucent. It's got little faint black lines in there. Whoosh. Another seashell rock. I love these green jaspers in here. Those are cool. You seeing the colors on that? That's ridiculous. That's gorgeous. Type of gray stones that are around in that just all of these have super fine water lines to them. This one's a little white, quartzy, would have been druzy pocket, kind of square, more of a crevice agate. Oh, whole handful of little goodies here. This is the next coolest thing. Totally fossilized little shell. You see the rock inside, but eaten completely out. I think that's fine. That's kind of fun. And then another little handful of goodness. And yeah, these carnelian pillars are just far out. Gemstones. Oh yeah. Tide out absolute prize. Look at that. Just a solid, completely fossilized shell with its rock in it, still swirly. Not quite complete, but close enough. That is awesome. That is awesome. I like walking, hunting, filming. Yeah. We're not even stopping for coffee. Come on, tell me that wasn't fun. It's a complete clam. This is another shell I just picked up, completely fossilized. And then 2 more Carnelian Agates. All sitting next to each other. Come on, that's pretty fine. But yeah, beach is full of all kinds of goodness. Laying all throughout the dry too. Big old agates all over this beach, and beautiful, beautiful fossils. Really cool. Little things going on with them. I'm overwhelmed. I went from 0 to found a bunch real quick there, so. Go back and stand in the parking lot. Okay.